Hey there, this is Dennis Anyone with Dennis Hensley. It's a podcast about making things up and making things happen. I love creative people and creative things. And this week's episode is something a little bit different. Not long ago, I hosted and produced the 20th anniversary edition of the MisMatch game. It's a comedy game show parody thing we've been doing at the Gay and Lesbian Center here in Los Angeles for 20 years. If you've seen Snatch Game on Drag Race, that's the idea. Although we were doing it first, but who's counting? So we had our 20th anniversary show. I recorded it with my iPhone, and I thought I would share some funny excerpts with you guys in this episode of the podcast to commemorate 20 years of missing and matching. So the voices you're going to hear on the podcast are Jackie Beat as Bea Arthur, Sam Pancake as Lucille Ball, Danny Casillas as Reba Areba, Daniele Gaither as Oprah, doing her first time doing Oprah in the MisMatch game, although Danielle's been in the show before as other characters. We've got Felix Pire as Ricardo Montalban. Tom Lenk does two characters, Heidi, Klum, and Zooey Deschanel. We have Chris Pudlo as Pee Wee Herman, and Lory Tatoulian as Melania Trump. We had 8 instead of 6 because I wanted it to feel supersized. It was a great night. We raised close to $6,000, I think, for the Gay and Lesbian Center. We had a lot of fun, and I felt like we marked the landmark, 20 years. Can't believe it. All right, before we get to that, I want to remind you that this podcast is brought to you by me. I do it because I love it, and if you want to support the effort, there are a few things you can do. You can go to DennisAnyone.net and leave a tip in my virtual tip jar. Help me cover my expenses. I really appreciate that. There's also a thing there called Buy Me a Coffee, where you can just buy me a coffee. The other thing you could do is become a subscriber to DNR Studios. I'm part of a group of really fun gay shows that are the Derek and Romaine Podcast Network. And for a monthly fee, you get my show early and you get all these other great shows all together. And you can learn about that at dnrstudios.com. All right, enough of the plugs. Here now are some excerpts from the 20th anniversary MisMatch game.
So amazing. The set is new. It used to be made of cardboard. Listen to this. That's wood, you guys! It's wood! We have a new set! I love it! I can't believe we've been doing this for 20 years. When we started, George W. Bush was in the White House. Isn't that 20 years ago? Oh, wild. I think we had jokes about Dick Cheney shooting somebody in the face. Like, that's how long ago it's been. But we are going to do a special show for you tonight. First of all, we've got a supersized panel. I wanted to bring as many stars back as possible. We've got 8 instead of 6. Very exciting. And for the questions, I dug back into the archives, and we are going to do questions from different years of the MisMatch game. And when you look at the questions, it's like you can track the past 20 years of pop culture and politics and all of this stuff. So it's going to be kind of a little nostalgic to answer some of those questions. This first question, Bill, is from our first year, 2004. Right? We'll take you back to 2004. Here's the question. Mariah Carey said, "I am finally getting over the fact that my movie Glitter was a flop. I just wish I would stop finding glitter in my blank." Beaver. In my beaver. All right, you know what? Here's the thing, people, if you don't have an answer, just say beaver. You have a pretty good chance. But that's actually a good answer. But if you know, it's a kind of can't fail.
Wait, did he say beaver?
Yes.
Or Justin Bieber?
No, beaver. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet this amazing panel of stars. We've got Reba Areba here. Now, Reba, you may be new to some of the folks here, so give them a quick update about who you are, what your story is.
Okay. I am the #1 country western singer in all of Mexico and select areas of northern Central America. And I was married to my husband, who was my manager, and I caught him cheating, so we got a divorce. But that's when I found out that when I was signing all the papers, I was signing all the rights to my music to me. So he forbade me from singing my own song, so I had to leave Mexico, and here I am.
You're starting all over. Okay, Reba, the question again. Mariah said, "I'm finally getting over the fact that glitter flops. I just wish I would stop finding glitter in my vagine." What is that?
Vagine is the spicy.
Oh, okay.
and your drinks and your cereal.
I thought it might have been a match, but apparently it's not. All right. Ladies and
You can't put it anywhere.
You can't put, that's true. That's true. It goes with anything. Ladies and gentlemen, Oprah is here!
Wonderful to be here at the Gay Lesbian Center.
Oprah, you're wearing purple, which is always your thing.
I'm in my color purple era, yes. Even though a lot of people didn't see it because Taraji Henson started shit.
It's true, she did start some shit, didn't she? Oh, all right. But you know what? You started to look better.
Thank you. Ozempic.
Oh, all right. Why not? We're thrilled that you're here. All right. You probably interviewed Mariah many times, though.
Yes, you know what? I did interview her, and she always hated her curly hair because it would matter.
Right.
And as a child, her mother didn't know how to comb her hair. But yes, I, as someone who interviewed her, she told me she found glitter in her labia.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, back from wherever, it's Pee Wee Herman. How are you?
I'm great, Dennis. I'm opening an adult movie theater and calling it Pee Wee's Playground.
Nice. So you've been doing good since you transitioned.
Yes, I'm Spirit.
You're Spirit. Well, you've been delighting us forever, and you're going to keep delighting us. So I'm glad that you're here. Mariah Carey said she's getting over the fact that glitter flops. She just wishes she would stop finding glitter in my
Cocaine.
Oh. It's a problem. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, look who's here. It's Bea Arthur.
I'm not your funny grandmother.
You're an icon, though. How are things? How are things in the next life?
Great.
Yeah?
It's great because I'm in heaven and Betty White's in hell.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. So we know how that whole feud went down, I guess.
Yeah, it's like opposite day.
Yeah, all right. So we're talking about Mariah Carey. Well, I was thinking glitter and Carey, and it came out Clary. All right. I'm finally getting over the fact that glitter flopped. I just wish I would stop finding glitter in my
IMDb credits.
Ladies and gentlemen, another icon who stole our hearts in the Lucy show. Lucille Ball is here.
Thanks, Chuck.
Lucy, how are you?
I'm delighted to be here, David. I love Password.
This isn't Password.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's like Password. There's a panel and there's games.
I went up in showbiz heaven, played backgammon, and been trapped in a popcorn machine with Kate Ballard and Buddy.
How do you get trapped in a popcorn machine?
Have you ever seen the show I did?
Oh yeah,
A lot of hijinks.
a lot of
I'm
hijinks.
going to spoil the surprise.
All right.
But I did spend Easter morning with Carol Channing, a hot air balloon.
Really? How did that go?
Not great.
Okay. All right, Lucy.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey says, I'm finally getting over the fact that glitter flopped. I just wish I would stop finding glitter in my...
Glitter in my clitter. Funny story about my clit.
What?
My husband, now Gary Morton, I call him the driver. He couldn't find mine, not his fault. Desi chewed it right off in 1961.
So he couldn't find it, so there was nothing to find.
Nope.
Okay. That was Lucille Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, Melania Trump is here. I'm using across the aisle.
Hello, Dennis.
I'm so happy you're here because you have a book. You have a book tour. I'm
Yes, I
surprised you
have a
came.
book, but before that, I hope that I don't become the first lady of the United American States again. So if anybody wants to help organize the next third assassination of me, you can talk about it.
All right.
Here's my book.
Okay.
It's called Melania. It comes out October 8th, and the first chapter is called Who Gives a Fuck About Christmas?
I think my favorite thing about you is you hate Christmas.
I fucking hate Christmas, Easter, and the United American States.
All right. finally getting over the fact that glitter flopped. I just wish I would stop finding glitter in my...
Mar-a-Lago bathroom, where my husband's classified documents about me are stored.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Fantasy Island, it's Ricardo Montalban. How are things on Fantasy Island?
Things on Fantasy Island are amazing, Dennis.
All right, Ricardo.
Very good.
The question is about Mariah Carey and her movie Glitter.
Yes.
She says, I wish I would stop finding glitter in my...
Well, in my whistle tone, but also in my bedazzled beads.
The whistle tone, that's for high notes, right?
Yes.
All right.
Whistle tone is that sounds like a dog.
Yeah.
I guess he's Mr. Work right now.
Yeah, sure.
Can you make Melania's fantasy come true?
I absolutely have already. She doesn't live with her husband.
That's true. Oh, all right. There's more to the fantasy then. Ladies and gentlemen, America's sweetheart, Zooey Deschanel. Hi, Zooey.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Zooey.
That's a whistle tone, Dennis.
All right, Zoe's here tonight. How have you been, Zoe? I know you're married to the property brother. Is that what's happening?
I guess, which one?
Yeah. Did you split out?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm really focused on work right now.
Yeah? How's that going?
Because, I have a new girl.
Yeah.
So cute. And so I'm taking a tip from Barbara Streisand, the funny girl and then funny lady. So I'm doing, and that was a big hit. I don't know if you know about Funny Lady, the film.
Yeah.
It was a huge hit.
Okay.
So I'm going to do New Lady.
New lady. I love it. I hope you sing too. That'd be awesome. Okay. Mariah Carey said, I'm finally getting over the fact that glitter flopped. I just wish I would stop finding glitter in
I
my...
have a few answers.
Okay.
Nick Cannon's back tattoo.
I wish I would stop finding glitter in my...
Then I got bored and I used actual glitter and it seemed to be
Oh!
Some of us do our crafting on the spot.
Okay, I would wish I could stop finding glitter in my...
Divorces!
Bathtub! All right, divorces and bathtub. Look how cute, though. This is from 2008, you guys. 2008.
I was alive back then, Dennis.
You were alive. A lot of us were. Okay.
I was modeling nude.
I like that. This is 2008. With same-sex marriage now legal in California, Star Trek star George Takei was married recently to a longtime partner, Brad. In keeping with the sci-fi theme, each guest at the wedding was given blank.
I was going to say a chance to go where no man has gone before, but I was going to card something.
No, you would be surprised.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with that.
That's a good answer. All right. I mean, I don't know. But they will use multiple cards if necessary.
Fantastic.
Okay. That's a good answer. All right, Reba. George Takei got married finally, and in keeping with the sci-fi theme, each guest at the wedding was given a Klingon dildo. Oh, that's not far off. It's like a pineapple. Oprah, weird to you.
I interviewed George Takei.
Oh, and who did?
They all hated Bill Shatner on that show. That was something he revealed to me.
Yeah, not the nicest co-star. Okay, I'll set you up for the question again.
Yes.
At the wedding, each guest was given
a phaser sexist gun.
Nice. You know about stunning. Yeah, I like it. All right, we're still looking for no man where to go where no man had gone before. Bea Arthur. The wedding of George Takei. At the wedding, every guest was given
a lap dance from a male stripper named Martian Mike.
Nice. And you drew it.
Wait, give him a $20 tip and he'll visit your anus.
Nice. I like it. We are on to Melania Trump. George Takei got married in keeping with the sci-fi theme, Melania. Each guest at the wedding was given
Jewish space laser.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well, with the thing, they have to take them. All right, no match for Nowhere is on board. Ricardo, George Takei got married in keeping with the sci-fi theme. Okay, each guest at the wedding was given
The wrath of God.
Oh, you are in that bill.
I know someone who can unleash it for you. Okay, thank you later.
All right, so Deschanel, we're talking about George Takei. He finally married his longtime partner, Brad, and in keeping with the sci-fi theme, each guest at the wedding was given
Warp speed. It's literal speed.
Get it? Here is a question from 2018, not that long ago. In recently leaked audio, First Lady Melania Trump is heard complaining to a friend who gives a fuck about Christmas stuff and decorations. Melania claims the audio is fake and that she does in fact give a fuck about Christmas. What she doesn't give a fuck about is
her husband's sexual assault convictions, 33 other felonies, and little Kiki.
Oprah Winfrey?
Yes, as a also refused by interview opportunity, but as a Slovenian hooker, doesn't care about the orange menace that she married for a green card.
The orange menace. All right. All right. Pee Wee Herman, Melania says the audio is fake. She does care about Christmas. What she doesn't give a fuck about is her country. All right. Lucy, what Melania doesn't give a fuck about is the pores. All right, Ricardo Montalban.
Yes, ma'am.
Melania does give a fuck about Christmas. What she doesn't give a fuck about is...
She doesn't give a fuck about Big Best. She doesn't give a fuck about the White House garden.
That's true.
And she doesn't... And mushroom penises. Doesn't give a fuck.
Zooey Deschanel. Hey. All right, what Melania doesn't give a fuck about is...
Being a human person.
Not interested in it. No? Not really. All right, we're going to find out the definitive answer to this question from the source. Melania, you do give a fuck about Christmas. What you don't give a fuck about is...
You.
And by you mean everybody.
Any of you.
All right. Zoe, what happened to Zoe?
Hey everyone, it's me, Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum.
I love you guys.
Heidi Klum is here. Zoe had to leave. Is that what happened?
I killed her.
Okay. Well, we love to hear Project Runway, Glamour, Heidi Klum, and the best wig. And you should do that to the whole thing tonight.
This is my real hair. What are you talking
Fantastic.
This is so exciting because Heidi Klum is the only person I hate more than Zoe.
So it's good. All right. We actually did the MisMatch game over Zoom during the pandemic. I don't know if any of you guys watched any of those things. We did it. It was a blast. We were all in our homes. I mailing cards and markers to people and what. So this is from one of those shows. Here we go. 2020. Like a lot of talk shows, the ladies of The View have been shooting the show from their own homes during the pandemic. They're still able to share their opinions, but because they're not together physically, they're no longer able to share
Their menstrual cycle.
their menstrual cycle. Interesting. It could be a thing that happens. The ladies of the U are shooting from home during the pandemic. They're still able to share their opinions, but they're not able to share
Barbara Walters' corpse in a glass box.
Oh, that's where they keep it?
Yeah, they stay in each one's dressing room for a little bit.
Oh, and then it moves from room to room.
Yeah.
All right. Oprah Winfrey. What's like a women
I
of
am
you?
emotional because, as a journalist, I was at Barbara's final show of The View, and I'm surprised, Barbara definitely wasn't menstruating at that time.
Yes.
So I said they could no longer share Valium pills.
Valium pills, not a match. But you were there, and you would know. All right, not a match. All right, Pee Wee Herman. The View ladies are not together physically, so they're no longer able to share
Their love of being scissor sisters.
Oh, what is that's a thing. All right. All right. Not a match, but a nice image. Bea Arthur. Something about Scissor Sisters crack you up, Bea?
You said that's a thing. How long have you been in Hollywood?
All right. I don't know. All right.
Dykes everybody. Don't get me started on Barbara Stanwyck.
Not a fan. Okay, Bea Arthur, the ladies of The View are working from home. They're not able to share, because they're not able to be together physically, they're no longer able to share.
They're nude Polaroids of Barbara Walters.
Oh, nice. Oh, not a match. But look at the artistry.
This is.
That is so beautiful. The Polaroid is like the chest up, and it's the likeness is a candy. Anybody want to bid on it just for the artistry?
Barbara died of dementia, that helps it.
Yeah.
True story.
True story. Yes.
$20.
$20? Reba.
I feel sorry for her.
Okay, $20?
Wait, 20 US?
$20 for a price? Okay, sold to Bea Arthur for $20. All right, here we go.
Lucy.
Thank you, Lucille Ball. The ladies of The View are doing the show from home. They're not together physically, so they're no longer able to share.
Menstrual site.
Oh, wow!
Lory built Frawley cutting me off drunk at the bar.
Okay.
Let's still get the curse, that is.
Those that still get the curse, that is. I love that you call it the curse. Melania Trump, we're talking about the ladies in The View. They worked from home during the pandemic, so they were no longer able to share.
Details about my book, which comes out on October 8th on Amazon if you want to buy. I'm also selling Trump necklaces, coins, stakes, and Ivanka Trump. And in my book, I also have details about Trump's next assassination attempt.
Oh, all right. It's already being planned. All right.
Maybe.
All right. Not a match, but you got one. Ricardo Montalban, the ladies of The View are shooting remotely. They're no longer able to share.
Joy Baylor's time of the month because she's 80.
Yes, I feel like that's close enough. Also, Joey Behar is 80, but she doesn't see that. That's awesome. Yay for Joey Behar. Yes.
She's actually 81.
Oh, she's actually 81.
She's no Joe Biden.
Heidi Klum here. All right. They're no longer able to share their opinions. The ladies of The View are still able to share their opinions, but because they're not together physically, they can no longer share.
I would like to answer the question in German, and I would like to also note that this is all one word.
Okay. Do you want me to say it up again? Yeah, okay. They're no longer able to share.
Hormone Therapie. HRT, hormone replacement therapy.
Oh, yay! Not a match, but a nice lesson in German. Thank you.
Everyone together.
All right, this is a question from 2021, a few years ago. Have you tried the new Oprah chai tea at Starbucks? She had chai tea at Starbucks in 2021. It's delicious, but it may be a little too Oprah infused. Because every time you drink it, it makes you
regret Dr. Ross.
Oh, yes.
And Dr. Bill.
Yes. Oh.
Big number, Kamala Harris!
Yeah. But you did give us Nate Burkett, so for that we are thankful. Yes, thank you. All right. Oprah, we're going to save you for last because you're going to know the real story. We're going to go to Pee Wee.
The Oprah tea is delicious, but it's too Oprah infused because every time you drink it, it makes you
Enjoy Stedman's tea bag.
Bea Arthur, every time you drink the Oprah tea, it makes you
Actually believe that she and Gail are just friends.
all right. You're best friends. All right. Lucy, every time you drink it, it makes you get diarrhea. You get diarrhea. You get diarrhea. I don't have to match for it. That's a matter of all right.
It just went under your seat.
Thank you, Pete.
It is now Melania's answer. Oprah tea at Starbucks. It's a little too Oprah infused. Every time you drink it, it makes you
Shit your pants.
yes. All right. Wow. All right. Ricardo. Every time you drink this Oprah tea, it makes you
Yell everything you say!
It's true. It's iconic. You love it.
But was it silent or silenced?
Oh, that was good. Right? Oh, when you had the Duchess. Yeah, I remember that. Heidi Klum. Okay. Every time you drink this Oprah tea, it makes you.
I have three.
Okay. Every time you drink it, it makes you.
Fully Taraji P-Henson.
It makes you.
Lose weight through quote diet and exercise.
All right. That's for you. All right. And.
Or Shiza in an S-shaped formation. Remember that episode?
Yes.
You're gonna die.
Yes, that is a match, right? You both matched Heidi Klum. What a wonderful way to wrap up this round. Two great players. Give it up for these two. All right, let's foul. Don't go too far because you're in the final round. Oprah!
I said silence. That is exactly what Meghan Markle was talking about. Starbucks discontinued my chai because every time you took a sip, it made you a billionaire.
They couldn't afford you.
Corporate greed.
Yes. All right, now it's the other round. Give it up for these two. For the final round, Karen got 4 points. We had some other folks with 3 and 2, but Sal and Karen were the top scorers. All right. Okay, Karen, here is your question. We've got 8 answers for you. Here we go. This is your question. There have been many memorable moments at the MisMatch game over the last 20 years, but one moment I will never forget is when blank, and by meaning I, meaning the panelists, right? One moment I'll never forget is when Wendy Williams fainted dressed as the Statue of Liberty. I'll never forget when Charles Nelson Riley blew my Corinthian leather cock backstage. I'll never forget when Ruma Clanahan told Zooey to embroider something on a pillow and Zooey pulled out a sewing machine and did it. I'll never forget when Bea Arthur wore a sign that said, "Too ugly to live." I'll never forget when Bea Arthur called me a cunt. I'll never forget the egregious name calling from opposition party to my husband, fueling toxic atmosphere when we only had to unite and make great again. And I'll never forget when Marsha Wallace said bucket of cum. I think those are all of them. Oh, I'll never forget when Betty White let out a huge queef right in the middle of the cast party/orgy. All right, those are your answers. Instead of just having people stand up, we're going to hear a little bit more about these memories. So who was it that said when Bea Arthur wore a sign that said "Too ugly to live"? Who was that? That was you. All right, Kim, what do you remember about it? She literally came out with a sign?
Yep.
And it delighted you.
And it dripped from that turkey-like neck.
So do you remember this? Do you remember this moment, Bea?
Didn't happen, he's joking.
Okay, all right.
Did you say when you jerked off in a movie theater?
Yeah. What's the next answer? What do you got?
When Wendy fainted, dressed as the Statue of Liberty.
Is that indeed your answer?
Yes.
It is your answer. All right. You got one. So what do you remember? This was an a Disneyland show, if I'm not right.
Yes,
You started doing gay days at Disneyland.
Yes. She lunged for the throat of Sharon Osbourne and was overcome with vertigo.
With vertigo, and had a moment. This was right as we were coming out of COVID. We did our first show at Gay Days Disneyland, and every chair was 6 feet apart. And I was like, go like this, and now turn over here, and then you lunge a chair and almost fainted. Good times. All right. Phoebe, what answer do you have? Bucket of cum. Whose is that?
That's nice.
So is this a real thing?
Yes.
What do you remember?
Really early on, you had Marshall Wallace.
G. Marshall Wallace, who was the original from the MisMatch game.
Yeah, Bobby Hart show.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting the old lady from comedy TV to say something like bucket of cum, or she could rip it out to bucket of cum.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yes. You never forget your first bucket. All right, Bea Arthur, what part do you have?
Rue McClanahan told Zooey to embroider it on a pillow.
Yes.
And Zooey pulled out a sewing machine and did it.
I believe that is Lucy's answer.
So it's mine. I thought I was Lucille Ball. Was I Rue that night?
I think you might have been Rue.
That's me.
Yeah. So I remember this moment vividly because, you know, in the craftiness, Zooey often brings props, but nobody knew she had a sewing machine. And there was this moment where Rue McClanahan, there was a cute little phrase that was, Rue said something really filthy, and then it was so bad and Olga, and then I said, why don't you embroider that on a pillow, Zooey? And son of a bitch whipped out and she had a sewing machine, and nobody knew she had it. That's one of my favorite moments as well. All right.
It says, when Charles Nelson Riley blew my Corinthian leather cock backstage.
That is a match for you. And you remember that. And it was good. It was memorable in a good way.
I was Ken Margarita's king. I have to say, it was a Christmas party, Halloween, and he was dressed as Ronnie Anderson. So I didn't know. I was great.
I love it. And Zooey, what do you have?
Well, I'm not so late. I am. That's okay. We'll be very similar.
Heidi Klum, it says, when Bea Arthur called me cunt, is that really your answer?
Yeah, she called me a cunt. She called Zooey a cunt. She called pretty much everyone here a cunt.
Yeah, and you never forget it. There's one more item of business. Great evidence. So we're adding up the ticket sales for tonight, plus all the card bidding that you did. What do we got? Uh-oh, we're going to flip over. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,800.
So there you have it, the 20th anniversary of the MisMatch game. Our next show is the Christmas show, Plaid Tidings, coming up December 21st, and I'm looking forward to that. All right. So this happened, as you know, if you listen to this podcast, I had a big birthday recently and did lots of things to celebrate, from the MisMatch game to going away, and I thought I was sort of done with the celebrations, but it turns out I was not. After dance class last week, it turns out there were 4 birthdays in our class, all happening around the same time. So the whole gang went out to Mexicali to celebrate these 4 birthdays, and somebody brought flowers for the birthday people, and the birthday people didn't have to pay, and it was chips and salsa and drinks and carnitas and conversation, and I don't know, it was just so cool to be part of this group of people that still love to dance and that are a certain age, and to be treated so thoughtfully. Like, I didn't expect another birthday celebration, and it was wonderful. So life is full of surprises sometimes, and that was a delightful one. All right, that's enough for this week. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time on Dennis Anyone. But before I go, I want to give a shout out to Oscar for mixing the episodes and let you know that my theme music is by Mark Daniels for Placement Music. Catch you next time on Dennis Anyone. Bye.